Yo, yo,
Crack, what's
Rule,
good, Crack?
baby.
The Dawn, what's
Yo,
good,
Rule,
baby?
let me
What it
tell
look
you something,
like?
man. Rule, let me tell you something, man. My daughter and the flower people, they put the little Halloween shit in the back.
I
You know,
love it.
and
I
she's
love
the
it.
executive producer. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, it's the season, man. 'Tis the season. You gotta have your Halloween pumpkins in the back. It's looking real nice. Tell her great job.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Rule, let me tell you something.
What's good, baby?
Uh,
What's good,
you've
baby?
been
First of all,
interviewed a lot.
how you been, Mr. Cartagena? How have you been, man?
I'm a blessed guy.
I see you doing your media thing and all that. You know I love you, bro. You
I
know
got
we
my foot
speak.
in their ass. I got my foot in there. I'm
I
a
see you working
journalist.
and grinding.
I'm a
Shit.
journalist. And we gonna get the
Yes.
shit.
You
Yo,
media, you, Nori, Joe Buttons, yeah, all of y'all just turning the media on me and shit. I love it though. I love to see the progression in hip hop because it's like, you know what this is like to me? I'm gonna tell you what this is like to me, Crack. This is like professional athletes when they are not any
exactly.
longer playing, they go and they commentate and tell the sport because they know the sport. They know it better than anybody else. And I think that's a beautiful thing that, you artists that motherfuckers that know the game, that know the artists, that know hip hop, that lived, breathed it, you know what I'm saying? Get to now be behind the scenes, creating this content and putting these things together. And for nothing, motherfuckers feel comfortable talking to y'all niggas and shit.
Hey yo, Rule, let me tell you something, man. I appreciate that, but it is that. It's commentating. We talking the talk because we walk the walk. We've been out there. We've been through the ups and downs. Me and you, we don't perform in favelas. We don't perform in Africa.
Oh
We don't
yeah.
perform New
Oh
Year's
yeah.
Eve with a ball drop. But I want to take it back. What part of Queens you grew up in?
Hollis, Queens, baby. Hollis, Queens. You know, home of Run DMC, man. Right up the block from Run DMC, man. That's the place.
So you from Hollis, Queens.
Hollis, Queens, yeah.
Irvin's from the same place?
Irv from Hollis too. Yeah, Irv from Hollis.
So you growing up, you loving hip hop, you loving music. What's some of the music your mother and your father used to play where you fell in love with music?
Oh man, Marvin Gaye, Luther Vandross, Shaka Khan, and Rufus. You name it, man. All that good shit, man. Back in the days, that's definitely moms used to run that in the spot, and I
And
fell in love
so
with music from that.
I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions because we know you, but we really don't know you, right? And so, I want somebody. They might have seen 100 Ja Rule interviews. I want them to leave this one with getting a real insight on Ja Rule, not just Ja Rule that goes double, triple, 20 platinum. This, just build it up, right? So
Yeah.
you into music. Did you ever hustle in your life on the streets?
Did I have what? I didn't hear that last question.
Hustle. Did you ever hustle? How do you make money as a
Oh,
young kid out
of
there in Alice
course,
Queens?
of course, man. Shit, I started selling drugs probably when I was around 13 years old, around that age.
And what was it? Was it accessible or was it because you just wanted fly shit?
Crack. It's crazy because everybody wants to be successful in life, and when I was young, and when all of us, this goes for everybody, every young impressionable young black kid that's grown up in the ghettos of America. Our first sight of success, the people with the dudes with the cars, the dudes with the chicks, the money. It's the hustlers, it's the drug dealers. So that was my first, love. That was my first sign of success. Is what I first saw success. That's what I thought I could get to the fastest. Music wasn't in my radar at that age yet.
Did you become successful doing this?
not not
You know,
not
because
more
some people got
successful.
short stints, some people had
Yo,
little
listen, man, crack. I was an average, regular hustler, man, on the block. Had me a pack. You know what I'm saying? Was
because
making a few dollars. You know what I mean? Enough to get me
because
some
I don't want
sneakers.
to spoil you. I don't want to spoil you with what I'm thinking, but you know, if I gotta define Ja Rule, I say he's a believer. He's a fucking Bugsy Siegel to go out to the desert and make a fucking Las Vegas. He's not a quitter. So, you know, I'm trying to get to that to see, like, where was it? At what point was it with it? Because Ja Rule, it's hard. When you said in that record, a nigga couldn't walk a day in my shoes.
Oh yeah.
You're right. You're right. And so I go and I say, all right, at what point did you meet Irv? Was he already with Mike Geronimo already when you met him?
Yeah. Gotti and Mike G was doing their thing. When I met them, when I met Gotti, him and Mike had already had the single "Shit's Real" out.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. I remember I had a single "Shit's Real" at the same time.
Yes,
They
you
had
did. Yes,
Shit's
you
Real.
did. Yes, you
Man.
did. Yes, you did.
And so how you meet Irv Gotti?
I met Irv through my brother Chris Black. To tell you the truth, me and my brother Chris Black, we used to hustle together on 25th and Hollis, and he used to always come back on the block and shit with these, like, back in the days they used to make mixtapes or whatever, but everybody was making mixtapes back in the days, like it was that, like how niggas are streaming all over the place, or niggas whatever podcasting, niggas was making mixtapes. That was the hustle. Everybody had a mixtape. So Gotti was making mixtapes and shit, but Chris Black and Irv and Gotti and them that was making these mixtapes, and he'd come back on the block with them and he'd rhyming on the tapes and shit. And I was like, yo, come on, I want to go, you know what I'm saying, go to the studio and rap and shit with Mike Geronimo and Gotti and them and shit. So he took me. Lo and behold, he took me. And the rest is kind of history, man. You know what I mean? Once I got in that studio.
Because I look at your bond with Irv similar to me and Pun. And the first second I met Pun, and I seen he was incredible, I sat him in my car, and there was something about the vibe that Pun was like, yo, I never had a big brother. You going to be my big brother. And I was like, we going to be brothers, and we're going to do this together. It seems like your bond and your loyalty to Irv, both of y'all together, it's like, when did y'all make that connection? When did you look and you said, yo, I'm going to blow with this guy got my back, and I got his?
I think that bond kind of came from like day one, even when I was in the group, when I was doing the Cash Money Click, Gotti knew that, I was a rider. I was ready to just run through walls for this music career. I wanted it, you know what I mean? I wanted to really, really be the best in the music business. And Gotti seen that in me, and I seen that Gotti had that same hunger. And I think, when two people have the same dream, the same, it's like you and Pun, you know what I mean? You had that same dream, that same passion to do one thing, to get to one goal. I think that connection, it builds and becomes so strong. And then when you actually do it, it's like, yo, we fucking did it. So it's even a different connection after that.
Did it come fast? Your Rule, did it come fast? Because it seemed like
it
seemed like Ja Rule came out and just blew.
Nah, that definitely ain't it. Like shit, Crack. You just said I was back then with you when you was rocking. You know what I'm saying? I Mike Geronimo days, Cash Money Click days. That was like 94, 95.
Yeah.
It was a hiatus from like 95, 96 to 98, 99 to where I actually got back into the music business. I was just on freeze, you know what I'm saying?
What was the record that got you out of here? Did you felt like, oh, I'm a star now?
Oh, it had to be Can I Get Her? Can I get her? Yeah, Can I Get Her changed everything. It was
So
like,
at that
yo,
point, it changed from underground to
cheers, my brother.
my brother, number love. Cheers to Icon.
Yeah.
Icon, we gonna get
Cheers
to
to
that.
Icon.
Right?
Yeah.
So Rule. So is Can I Get Her? And so what year that came out?
Can I Get Her was 98, I want to say. 98.
So what was the class of 98 like that year? Who else was hot at that time?
Damn. I don't even remember 98, the class of 98. All I remember in 98, crack, was 98, 99, and that time period right there was I was on tour, Hard Knock Life, and J and X was the hottest things smoking. And then you had your West Coast niggas too. You know what I'm saying? You had Dre and Snoop and them too, was doing their thing too. You know what I mean? Pac and all of that. But you know, Pac had passed. But you know, they was doing thing. And of course, you know, Big, you know, but Big had passed. You know, so you know, on the East Coast, it was like kind of like a new regime. You know, Redman and Meth and them kind of held it down, and you know, and artists like that, or that was on Def Jam, kind of held it down, and then me, X, and J kind of came in and took over. But it was X and J first, you know, that came in and you know, came in for the new regime.
That's a legendary class. Like that's a fucking, you know, when you look like when people get in the draft, that was a legendary
let me tell you,
draft.
man.
You, J, and X.
Let me tell you, man. It was Def Jam was the illest place. I know you remember, crack. Everybody remembers Def Jam. Everybody used to come up to 160 Barrack, be in the building. Even if you wasn't on Def Jam, motherfuckers would be up in the building just vibing and shit, you know. It was the mecca of hip hop, you know, Def Jam.
So John, you become this superstar, right?
Yeah.
Oh, something I want to ask you. Back in the days, did you hear about Supreme before you even met him?
Yeah, of course.
Like you heard the name, you just never met him. When you finally met him, you was like, oh shit, this Supreme.
Yo, Supreme. Yo, you used to hear like Supreme was like the boogeyman. You used to just hear all kind of stories in Queens about Supreme Team and how they did niggas if you know you come up short on work or you know what I'm saying, come up short on your pack. Yeah, they
it was the dangerous truth. So you heard about him like we heard of all the Bronx legends. So in Queens, I knew about him in the Bronx too. So everybody knew about him everywhere in the 5 boroughs.
Absolutely.
I remember I used to chill with you all the time and never knew that was even him. And y'all had 20 guys with y'all. And
yeah, we used to roll crazy.
Play pool with him, talk shit, this, that. And one day, you know, I see somebody was like, yo, Preem, this. I was like, yo, this is the dude I talk to all the fucking time. I didn't know that was like Supreme Team, Supreme McGriff.
Yeah.
Man.
We used to roll with a lot of you know, that's our family, man. Big shout to Preem, man. I miss you, my brother, man. You know, hopefully I come up and see you soon. But it's like crazy, man. You know, it's real crazy. The way all our shit used to, you know, the Murder Inc. motherfucking crack house used to be crazy, crack.
Yo, bro, I came to see you in JR and Lawrence house. And that shit looked like, that shit was 100 niggas in there, all type of shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I said, yo, y'all ain't have a problem dugging some shit out. Like, yo, y'all was up in there like.
It was all fun. It was all fun, crack. It was all fun, man. We used to have a lot of fun, man. Oh, you know, I want to say big shout to Al Monday, man. I just seen Gotti post the other day. Al Monday just came home. If y'all don't know who Al Monday is, Al Monday is the character from Belly. That's Tommy. That's Buns that DMX played. So big shout to Al. Yeah, Big Al
So
just came home.
Belly was a true story?
Yeah, about Al Monday. Yeah. Loosely based, you know, on Al Monday's life. Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy. I also, I want to say I met BMF for the first time through Chris Gotti. Like, y'all used to hang out with them a lot, too.
Yeah, man. Big shout to Meeks, man.
You guys just love, like, the crazy people, right? Like, and then I go to L.A., y'all
It's
all
all family. You know what's crazy, Crack? I'm going to say this, just like, I sold drugs and did my petty drug dealings. You know what I'm saying? Like we all have, you know, most kids in the hood, if you come up in the hood in our era, you sold crack. That's just what you did. You know what I'm saying? It was like putting on sneakers. But I'm going to say this, hip hop brought me closer to the streets than me being a drug dealer would have ever. You understand? Because once I got into
elaborate on that. Break that down.
Because, like, you know, when I was selling drugs and shit, like, you know, we used to go over to the South Side and we used to get work from Preem Team and niggas over on that side and shit like that, and you know, bring it back to our side. You know, so that was about the closest I got to Preem and them. You know, I knew Black Just, Chris Black. That was, you know, Chris Black and Black Just was cool. So, you know, I used to go uptown with Blackie and Chris Black and shit, make runs with them and shit like that when I was young, little nigga, you know what I'm saying? But that was the closest that I have gotten to, and I knew, you know, Bimmy. If you know Bimmy, I knew Bimmy as well. I went to school with Pop, Bimmy's brother.
So you just saying,
but once I got into hip hop, once I became an artist and got into hip hop, yo, Crack, every gangster in the world fucked with us. I mean, like, you know, cause we had that connection with Preem. And so
yes,
when we go to Houston, you know, it's all the gangsters out in Houston. That fucking, you know, we got that connection. Prince and all of them. You feel me? We go out to the West Coast. We got that connection with Suge and all of them out there. You know, we go to be more. It was just like that connection was crazy. It was so yeah, the music brought me closer to the streets than drugs probably ever could have.
You blew up on another level. Like Fat Joe still ain't been on the Ja Rule level. I keep it real. I don't like.
Nah, stop it,
shit like
Crack.
that.
Stop it,
Like
Crack.
nah. You're a pop star. You know, you went pop star.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. I was just listening
to
Diddy
I'm gonna
Betty
be honest with you.
today. That
blew
shit
up
go
so
hard,
much.
nigga.
No, all the music go hard. That's not what I'm saying, bro. I'm just saying that when I would see you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, if I went to a fancy party, I would see Ja Rule in that motherfucker, and there's actresses and actors all over. Like, what was the craziest party you went to when you blew up? That you looking around? Is it Leonardo DiCaprio? Like, cause you was in some, like, I used to live my big time rapper lifestyle with y'all. Like with me, I'm in Jimmy's Cafe in the Bronx. When I hang out with y'all throwing the illest party in Vegas. Y'all got fucking cribs on the mountaintop in LA. So I live my big time through y'all. What was the illest shit you was at? Party that you was just like, Jesus Christ, like this is crazy.
It had to be this shit. It was this shit in LA. It was called Liberace's. You ever been to Liberace's?
No, I've never been to Liberace's. That's what I mean.
Yo, Liberace's. It was his old like penthouse or whatever, and you had to get on this elevator to get up there and shit. Yo, Crack, when I tell you, like, but you couldn't get up there until you know, you had to go past the security to get on the elevator. They wouldn't let nobody on the elevator. But if you know, whatever. So you get on the elevator, you go up. Crack, everybody was in there, Crack. Everybody. This is when when motherfucking,
I seen you. I used to be with you. Used to walk down the street in Miami. You was like the Pied Piper.
Yo, let me tell you something though, Crack.
200 people walking behind you. I'm saying, so you go up in this party. Who's in this party? Like,
yo, everybody, young Britney Spears is in the party. You know, a lot of people, crack. I don't want to devour all the names in the party. I just felt like a rat just right now, just saying her name. But there's a lot of people in this party.
I just want to say,
let me put it to you like this, crack.
Hold on,
you ever seen that? Hold on. Let me tell you. You ever seen Cat Williams shit where he like, yo, I always wanted to be famous, and I finally got famous, and I go to the famous Hollywood parties. And then I was walking around, and I walked in one of the rooms, and I was like, oh, shit. I'm at one of the famous Hollywood parties. I didn't know it was going to be like this. That's how it is in some of these parties, crack. That you know what I'm talking about. You go, and you see shit, and you be like, oh, shit. Like, you got the coke, like, right on the table. Like, nigga, I can see you. Like, that type of vibe, like, everything's just going wild of people you didn't know did these things or lived this lifestyle, just that type of shit. And it's just like, okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you guys was heavily high on the pills. Huh? Like, I thought y'all invented Molly. Like, nah, that's real talk. Like,
I'm gonna have to give that to I don't know, I think Diddy might have invented the Molly. The Molly, the straight. You heard of
yeah, he must have invented the strand.
Nigga, he was getting it straight from Ibiza, like the good.
Hey, yo, let me tell you something, yo, Rule. You guys are so crazy, but I've never seen money. I never seen fame. I never seen nothing like, you know, I used to go gambling with Chris and Irv, and these guys were really shooting $50,000, $100,000 rolls, bro.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't believe, like, I was like, these guys are really rich on another level.
Yeah.
What's the biggest check Ja Rule ever got?
Man, that's a good question, man. Cause I've gotten some good ones. I've cleared some good ones. I've cleared some good ones, man. It probably have to be some touring checks that I've cleared, like in the tune of like, to the tune of like 13, 14, 15 million in that area. But then you know what? Let me tell you something. The album, so let me tell you, so like my Pain is Love, they paid me $10 million to record Pain is Love. You know what I'm saying? So those kind of checks was like, it was, you know, that was good. Those type of checks were good checks, is what I'm saying.
So basically you seen the biggest bags.
I'm seeing some good bags. Yeah, I got some good bags. We still, Crack, we good. Look,
I know we good.
You see my Rolling Stones guitar right there, Crack? What you think that's worth? What you think that Stones guitar is worth right there, signed by all the Stones?
Hey, yo, Rule, I've been to the house. The house is a mile long. I'm not confused, Rule. I'm not confused. And so the business been good to you no matter what.
Yeah, man. You know what's crazy? I look at a lot of pain that people go through, and I'm like, yo, there's one thing: nobody can stop your hustle. You understand, Crack? And you know this better than anybody, Crack. You've been through some situations with me. You done got some bags with me. You understand? We done busted out some
big bags together.
You understand? But nobody can stop your hustle. You feel me? If you get knocked down, it's up to you how you respond to that. Get up, go back out, go, work, grind, whatever it is you do or whatever it is you want to do next. That's up to you how you move. And I think people, they misunderstand how hard, you know, some of us artists are, or rappers are. We hustlers, man. We hustle very, very hard, man. That's all we know. That's where we come from. And we see everything kind of in the same light. You know, when it comes to business, business is the same. It's no different than when you know, bagging up loose cracks and busting down a eighth or you know, or whatever.
Bro, you're not, yo, bro, you are far from a quitter ever. I want to elaborate a couple of things. You a sex symbol. You've been making these girl records forever.
I'm definitely not a sex symbol.
It's a sex symbol, but you're a sex symbol, but you never left the family. You always kept the family together. And let's big up wifey for a second, cause she's
Absolutely.
a real ride or die.
Yeah. Big up to the ladies, man. Big up to the wifeys, man. Love.
Yeah,
love
but I want to know
ladies.
about your wife, though. I want to know. I want to know, cause she's a special one, man. She hold you down through thick and thin, through anything, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, let me tell you something, man. Me and her got a special bond. I met that woman when I was, I don't know, I want to say 16 years old, crack. In junior high school. You know what I'm saying? I met her very young in my life. So we've known each other for a very long time. We've been together for a very long time. And we got a different type of bond, a different type of love. You know, so it's yo, I owe everything to wifey, man. That's my better half. That's my second, you know, that's my motherfucking my rock, my heart.
And I'm gonna say, you've been through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know, the fame bring you a lot of shit. And we're not gonna go into that, but we're gonna say, I'm asking a question that affected me. So when you're going through rap beef and your name is all in the fucking radio, all over everything, was it ever hard for your kids, like going to school and hearing other kids talk shit, or, you know, comparing who? I mean, did you ever have that? Like, I had to go to my son's school, you know,
let me tell you,
Bronx.
Crack. Fortunately, you know, my kids got to go to school in a very white neighborhood where it just, you know, it just wasn't that type of party. You understand?
God bless.
Yeah, God bless. And they were the tougher kids in the school. So you know, so that you know, that helped. You know what I mean? That helped a little bit. You know, but you know, my kids are good kids. You know, respectful kids. You know, they not from the street like that. They grew up in you know, in Saddle River. You understand? So it's a whole different vibe over here.
So they never been affected by that shit.
I'm sure they have, Crack, but in different walks of life. You know, probably more so when social media came into play and things like that. You know, but from school and stuff like that, nah, not
You know, I've been
much.
in so many rap beefs where I done been to my mother's house and my mother and them are asking me, yo, are you gonna get shot? Are you gonna shoot these guys? Are you I've been through that in my families, everybody.
Crack, let me tell you something. Crack, let me tell you a true story, real story. The police came to my mom's crib, told my mom that there's a hit out on my life. So she just, you know, this is what the police came and told my mother. I'm out in LA at the time, running around, and my mom didn't even tell me. Like, she didn't even call me and tell me that the police came until I got back to the house. Then she tells me this whole stuff. I'm like, Mom, why the fuck you ain't tell me while I'm running around out in LA and moving around? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Loose.
Like, what? I didn't want to alarm you. I didn't want to alarm me. That's more like a warning shot, Ma. But you know, Crack, I've been through a lot of crazy shit in my career, you know, and listen, man, it is what it is, baby.
And so, bro, so so with beef comes protection. You never really been into security. You get caught with the hammer. They got the minimum mandatory.
Yeah.
Besides you and Lil Wayne, y'all probably was the biggest guys. Well, Pop, you know, you the Drake at the time, and you gotta go do 2 years up north.
Big shout out to Drizzy.
Yeah, shout
I
out to
love
Drake.
Drizzy, man. I
But
love
let me tell
Drizzy,
you
man.
something. I don't care what people say. Ja Rule had the longest run of hits, like a Drake. Drake been on a 10-year run.
Let me
Ja
tell you
Rule.
something. Let me tell you something. That boy Drake don't miss. That's what I'm gonna say about Drizzy. Listen, I had a great run and I made some great melodic motherfucking hip hop records. But that boy Drizzy, he don't miss, man. And big shouts to him, man, and everything he's doing, man, for hip hop and the culture. Love to see it, and keep pushing, keep killing them.
And so you do 2 years in jail. So
Yeah. Yo, let me tell you. So the crazy shit about this story. So I go to do a show with Lil Wayne at the Beacon Theater.
I was at that show too.
Yeah, me and Wayne.
I was there, and Ashanti was there.
Yo, the show was a crazy show. Everybody was there. And yo, let me tell you something, Crack. Everybody was getting fucking ran down on that night. Did the police run down on you that night?
They ran down on me too, but I ain't had nothing.
You see what I'm saying? So it was an ambush. It was an ambush on hip hop that night. Jim Jones can tell you the same story. He was there that night. Every artist that was there got ran down on that night. Me and Wayne just happened to have them things on us, and you know they locked us both up. Me and Wayne was in the same cell, same night, same jail, everything, man.
So you and Lil Wayne was in the same jail that night. He got caught for a gun, and you got caught for a gun.
Absolutely.
And then you get 2 years, so you go upstate. Yeah. What is it like, Ja Rule, the hottest dude in the world, going up north to a real jail? Like some rappers think, you know, no disrespect, Big Pun used to think, rest in peace, that there's jails for rappers with swimming pools and yoga and shit.
Oh,
he's
like
your twin.
Yo,
listen,
I heard.
What is
it
like being ultra famous, walking in the jail? Yo, bro, what's it like being ultra famous, walking in the jail for the first time?
Yo, it was. Listen, man, it was crazy, Crack. Because let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you my jail experience because, you know, going in, I'm thinking, all right, you know, I'm gonna have to niggas is gonna be in here on this bullshit. On this beef, this me and 50 beef bullshit, and I'm gonna have to go at a few niggas. That's the first thing I'm thinking going in, Crack. It's gonna be what's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And for those of y'all who don't know, you know, everybody thinks I'm like the smallest guy in the world. I'm short, but I'm not that small. I'm like 5'9", 185 pounds. I'm not that small. You understand?
You got decent.
When I came home from jail, I was fucking almost 200 pounds, 195. You understand? Straight muscle. So, but anyway, so when I went in, that was my first thought. Like this, you know, whatever's gonna be is gonna be. But so they put you in like what they call involuntary PC. So you gotta like since I'm a high profile inmate, the state has a obligation to fucking look after me and make sure nothing happens to me. You understand? So when I did my state time, I was in Oneida, and then they sent me over to Mid-State, right? So I was in like protective custody that whole time, but it's like a protective custody unit where they got like a bunch of inmates in there too. So, but I was in there with like cops and shit and like, you know, politicians. You know, Kozlowski, the tycoon dude, the rich dude, he was in there. You know, so I was in there with a people like that. You know, Alan Hevesy, the state controller for New York State, he was in there. You know, so I was in there with people like that when I was in state. But when I went to the Fed, Crack, yeah, these niggas play. In the Feds, they don't do that. See, in the Feds, you either go to what they call a camp, which is what I was supposed to go to because I was a high profile inmate, but they sent me to what's considered a medium. They sent me to Raybrook. Raybrook is, they have a camp status.
Raybrook's a real jail.
Raybrook's a medium, yo. Raybrook's a real jail, yo. They had me in Raybrook. So when I went there, you know, it was different. But you know, I was in MDC crack for like 2 months, 3 months, something like that, 4 months. You know, chilling up in MDC. The first couple of nights in MDC, they took me upstairs, up in the joint. A lot of rappers now, I ain't gonna say no names, but a lot of these rappers out here don't come down from upstairs, crack. That's what I was told.
I never went upstairs. I went straight in.
Yo,
when I went in there, I went straight in. I told the warden, I was like, not me, bro. I gotta.
Crack, let me tell you something. When they took me there, they took me straight upstairs. That's where they first took me. My first night was there. I was like, yo, listen, man. If I can go down, I want to go down. They said, are you sure you want to do this? I'm like, I'm positive. Take me down to the floor. Yo, as soon as I went to the floor, niggas was like, yeah, nigga, he came down. Like, it was like a badge of honor for them to see me come down. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga's, he ain't, you know, he ain't afraid of the smoke if it's gonna be that.
We gonna walk out.
We gonna walk. Let me tell you, crap. My first day in Raybrook, right? Big shout out to the Lost Boys, my brother Spig Nice. Spig Nice is up in Raybrook doing like 20-something years. I think Sprig got like 30, 40 years, shit like that, for the bank robbery shit. So Spig's up there. So when I get there, I come off the bus with everybody, right? We all got our motherfucking our green shit on and shit, our greens on, and our boots and shit. We get, you know, get acclimated, get signed up in and shit. We go to our fucking separate fucking shits, right? So that afternoon they got wrecked. Spig and these niggas come see me right before, like probably like an hour before wreck. These niggas bring me sweats, sneakers, oodles and noodles. They set me out, crack. They give me everything. Nigga, love to my niggas. I'm supposed to say love to my niggas. So they bring all that shit to me. So I goes out in the yard that day. I've only been in Raybrook in jail in the feds about an hour, crack. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm not an hour. I'm gonna say like 3 hours. I've been in prison.
But you had already did your state time, right?
I did my state time. already.
So you was already.
But that was crazy too.
Walking in Raybrook.
Oh yeah, I was solid when I came in Raybrook. Nigga, that's all niggas was saying when I came in Raybrook. It was like, I don't know what niggas thought, but Ja Rule ain't no little nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, yo, word of us. So when I got in there, I went straight to the yard. Went to the weight room because I wanted to go out and work out with niggas. I got with some of my niggas from New York and shit that was up there. We went straight to the weight room, started getting right, started getting big. Mad niggas came down to get pictures and shit. Yo, crack, the shit was crazy. The yard was crazy, mad niggas. So now the motherfucking sergeant come get me about the weight room. Bring me to his office. Said, Atkins, let me tell you something. He said, you looking for trouble. He said, you only been here a few hours and you in the yard already in the weight room. He says, why the fuck you ain't? He said, you ain't even get a package yet. You can't even get your clothes yet. He said, where you get all of these clothes from? He said, I said, you know, my people set me out. Whoop, whoop, whoop. He said, let me tell you something. Yo, crack, this is the first thing he said to my guy. He said, let me tell you something. He said, everything's going to be brought to you. Matter of fact, this nigga was up. He was where T.I. was at, too, before.
The same
so
job.
He's seen same sergeant, same nigga. So he's seen the hoopla of what it be when celebrities be in these type of spots. So he came down to warn me right away and let me know, like, listen, I ain't gonna want no motherfucking problems out of you, yo. Everything's gonna be brought down to you. He said from cell phones to motherfucking everything you need is gonna come right into your fucking circumference. He said, I'm telling you, leave it the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? He said because we're watching you specifically. I'm like, damn, nigga. I'm like, I just got here, nigga. I did nothing.
Yeah.
Well, yo, this nigga let me know. I'm watching you specifically. So I'm like, all right, cool. Sure enough, I get back to the house. Nigga come to me. He got Ciroc. This nigga got Ciroc in the bottle, in the joint, crack. You know what I'm saying? This nigga got Ciroc. in Raybrook, niggas get outside clearance, so you could go outside to work and shit, and come back in. So that's what makes it, you know, classifies it as a camp, but it's really a medium. You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, nigga come to me with some Ciroc. Another nigga come to me with he's like, yo, I got the motherfucking hookup on the vegetables. So now the vegetables, you know how yo, Crack, I don't know if you ever did a bid, but yeah, you did a bid, Crack. You was up. So the vegetables, this nigga, yo, I had the vegetable caper going, cause nigga, we gotta cook. So that's the one thing,
bro,
I ain't gonna lie. That's the one thing that I bid on was the vegetables.
Bro, I showed my celly an egg, a real human egg, just an egg. An egg. And he looked at me, he did like 5 years. I haven't seen a real egg in 5 years. Because they give him the eggs in the powder. I had like 70 eggs, man. You's an ill nigga when you can get that type of shit in there. I'm telling you. Yo, this nigga, I go to the barbershop, Crack. The nigga would drop me off the vegetables at the barbershop. And I come back to the, you know what I'm saying, come back to the joint with all the joint. I have onions, peppers, you know what I'm saying, all that shit. You know, and Crack, jail a different place, man. A very different place, man. Oh no, it's a whole different world. So now you leave there, you come back home, your family good. I'll come see you. Your house is a mile long. Ja Rule's back in business. Right? No, for real. Ja Rule's back in business. I'm seeing you in France. I'm seeing you in London. Like, we everywhere together, right? Yeah, we run it. And so you doing your thing, right? And you always get to the bag. You always work. You always this and this and that. And then somehow you link up with this festival shit, right? And so, yo, Rule, so now you go with let me give you my opinion. I've been through a lot of crazy shit, Crack. Yo, it's unbelievable though, Rule. Like, it's so now you dodged the feds with Irv and Chris. I don't know how, God bless you, but you wasn't in that, right? You do your 2 years, you home, you working hard. I'm with you, we doing shows all over. Next thing you know, you're doing the Fire Festival, right? Yeah. With a guy, I met the guy. You brought the guy to me. Yeah. We went to the Jewish soul food spot. You remember some shit downtown? They had the fried chicken, some shit. Yes, and sir. Then you was showing me a credit card, and it's gonna be this and it. And then that was his original business. Yeah, his credit card, Magnesis shit. Yeah. Yo, and then the next thing I know, it's all over the news everywhere, and I'm like, so I thought it was gonna be a major, major, major success. Me too, Crack. Me too, Crack. Me too. But carry on. And so I'm telling people, because you know I'm always rooting for you, whether you in my face or you not. So I'm like, yo, my nigga Rule, he got some shit. He about to blow. He about to make 100 M's. Yo, he about to. It was moving. It was moving out there, Crack. It was moving out there. You know what I'm saying? The word of mouth, everything was moving out there. It was supposed to be the jamboree of all jams. Yo, Rule, at what point did you notice, holy shit? And then at that point when you notice, holy shit, we fucked up, right? At what point you say to yourself, yo, am I gonna go down with this nigga right here? Like, are you feeling like that again? Is the butterflies in your stomach like, Jesus Christ? No. Let me tell you, Crack. Let me tell you something. Crack. I'm in Chicago when the shit goes down. I wasn't supposed to get there till the Friday. So the shit blew up on a Thursday, which was the inaugural, like, it was like the inaugural day. The introduction. Yeah, it was just gonna be like locals and like the shit going on, whatever. Anyway, I wasn't gonna be there for that day. Right, I wasn't gonna be there for that day. So Friday was the day, the actual day artists and stuff was arriving. I was in Chicago. I had a show that night. So that's why I would have been there Thursday
if it wasn't for that. So I'm in Chicago, right? So I start getting the motherfucking word crack early in the day. Yo, this shit is, yo, Rule. I know my assistant is hitting me crazy. She's Neethi. She's a, yo, God bless her soul. She's hitting me, you know what I'm saying? Yo, so now I'm in Chicago, crack. Let me tell you something, crack. I've never in my 20-something years of performing have been nervous to do a show. I'm doing a Budweiser show out in Chicago. And it's nothing but that millennial crowd, that you understand what I'm saying? So the word is going bananas all over the internet. 5 festivals of fucking bust. I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck just happened? So at this moment, I'm trying to figure out like everybody else, like what the fuck went wrong? What the fuck is happening? I'm getting words, different word. I'm getting word from Billy about, hey, yo, this nigga's so crazy. This nigga said, yo, so I'm getting word from my assistant. My assistant's like, yo, my sister. My phone's just died. Crack, talk.
I hear you.
All right, cool. My earbuds just died.
I hear you.
So don't let no more planes land. This shit is fucking crazy. Everything's going haywire. Woo. I'm on the phone with Billy. Billy's like, Ja, everything.
Yo, Ja, you jamming up? Fuck. It wouldn't make sense that the motherfucking shit jam up right when we talking about the Fire Festival. It would make sense, but he gonna come back. Ja gonna come back and we gonna get straight to the Fire Festival. We gonna get right to it. Though it's called Wi-Fi. We gonna get right to it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't know if this is some new shit. We looking weird. Yo, Roll. Check this out. So you gotta go on stage and everybody's hearing like fucking wildfire that the shit is a bust. It's a fraud. It's a fraud. It's not a success. All kind of shit.
No, let me tell you. So I'm hearing all of these kind of different things. So I got to get on stage tonight. Now, Crack, I've never been nervous to get on a stage and perform in my life. I love it. I invite it. I can't wait to get on that motherfucking stage. This night, like I said, I'm doing a Budweiser concert, and it's fucking nothing but millennials out there, and this shit is running rampant now for about 8 hours on the internet. And I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna fucking kill me out there. They're gonna fucking throw shit at me. This is gonna be. But I said, you know what? I'm a man the fuck up. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna fucking do this show. Because at the time, Crack, I'm thinking, okay, this shit just went wrong. Something went terribly wrong. We can salvage this. I'm not thinking there's no fraud involved. There's no fucking bullshit involved. I'm just thinking shit went bad with the festival. Like, what I was hearing, the initial shit, this was Billy Sammy. We got rain the other night. This shit fucking busted the water main and shit. So now there's no water and the tents and shit is fucked up for this, that, and the third. So I'm hearing these type of stories. I'm not hearing the whole truth.
What I'm saying to myself, guys, I'm trying to figure out at what point you say, holy shit, guilty by association, I might fucking go down with this dude right here. At what you have to think that.
Crack, I never thought it was a criminal situation at all, ever, until the feds was at this motherfucker's door. Yo, I'm gonna tell you a real story. Me and my wife is in the bed talking, right, about the whole shit and how maybe we can fucking salvage this and refund people and maybe do another festival. I'm not thinking there's no fraud and shit. Billy calls me. He's like, the FBI is at my door right now. I'm like, what? The fuck you mean
He's like, don't worry about it. It was all me, and I'm gonna tell him it was all me. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Right there on the phone. This is all happening live. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck are you talking about? He's like, don't worry. I'll call you later. Boom, hangs up on me. So now, Crack, I'm in the crib, asshole this tight now.
Oh yeah, the asshole tight.
Crack, nigga.
These motherfuckers watching, they don't know about the asshole being tight. They don't know about the fucking butterflies. You're like,
yo, Crack, we see something. Crack, I went from thinking, how can we salvage this and do it, make it better and make it right, to can I get the fuck out of the house right now? Where can I? These niggas gonna be knocking at my door in 10 seconds. But then, yo, word to mother, Crack. I calmed down. I sat back in the bed and I said, you know what? Let them come. I ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what this is about at this moment. And I didn't do nothing. So, you know, when fucking Billy went and got arrested, got locked up, I was thinking, you know how it goes, Crack. It's usually simultaneous. You know, they grab one, they grab the next guy. You know what I'm saying? Where they grab us both. It's no, you know. But they took Billy, and Billy, you know, here's the one thing that
it was never your fault. Billy accepted his responsibility and his blame for whatever he did. So
that's what I was gonna say, Crack. That's what I was gonna say, Crack. I'm gonna say the one thing that I can say about Billy, you know what I'm saying? He accepted his responsibility like a man for what the fuck he did. He didn't get up there and say, yeah, it was me and it was Ja Rule too. And nah. He said, it was me. Ja didn't have nothing to do with it. And that was that. And
he's
I did
a fraudster, but he's a real dude in the streets.
I'm not mad at him for that. I'm mad at him for fucking up what we had, for doing what he did, Crack. Because as you know, my nigga, we had fucking movement, man. The shit was, it was going.
No. If you would have did it right, you would have been the new Coachella.
Nigga, and so it was for me, for him to do what he do, any bullshit that you did to get money from the investment with it, that shit fucking broke my heart, nigga. So I was like, yo, we had some dope shit and we was about to crush it. And then you did this bullshit. So I was hurt, you know what I'm saying, by it, but it is what it is, Crack. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man.
Your rule. So now it leads us to this, right? Fire Festival, motherfuckers got all type of movies and documentaries and Ja Rule and Bella Hadid and shit. Yeah, Paris Hilton. Yeah, Rule's like, yeah, baby. And I'm like, hey, yo, Rule, I'm watching this shit. Man said, he told him, suck dick, take one for the team.
Yo, Crack. And this nigga got a show, Crack. He got a show out of it. He got a show. But yo, you know what, man? You know what I realized, Crack?
The dude goes on the show shit and say, yo, you know, the guy knew I was gay. The guy, you know, he told me to suck dick, take one for the team.
Yo, how crazy is this, man? Like, this is, I'm learning all this stupid shit too, Crack. Like, yo, what the fuck is happening, man?
Oh my God! Yo, bro, that was it,
man. Crack, I ain't never been scared to talk about the situation
all the way. We done been in Africa kidnapped.
You know, nigga.
All the way. When the guy
nigga.
He says, yo, bro, when the guy says, hey, he told me, you know, keep it real, take one for the team, suck the guy's dick. I said, oh my God, like, what the fuck? I done seen it all. Like, yo, bro, you know that? You saw that in the movie too?
Yo, let me tell you, Crack, to this day, I never watched the shits. I've seen the clips, though. I've seen that clip.
Ooh.
Fucking crazy.
Yo, this shit was crazy, bro. And I'm saying, like, all right, cool. So, bro.
But let me tell you something. All things, like, you know, things like that lead to the next great thing. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like a lesson learned, man.
Okay. Yo, Jabba, hold up. you said
Yeah.
that's in the past. Obviously, you didn't do nothing illegal because you would have been locked up with Billy, right?
Oh, they want to take. You know, they want to take me first.
All right, so you didn't do nothing wrong. So, I mean, you thought this guy was legit. You thought something was going down legit. Unfortunately, you got bamboozled like everybody else. The one good thing we can say is the man ain't a dude talking about get out the closet. We're all caught. Yo, this, he took
Come on,
time.
guys. Come on, they got us.
Yeah, come on, they got us.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't do one of those. He just took his time. He kept it moving. Where we gotta respect that.
Respect
now,
that. Gotta respect.
Now you gotta respect that. Like you gotta respect that, bro.
Yep.
I've had sleepless nights, you know, with thinking that somebody I trusted might, you know, people get jammed up. People tell on their mother. People tell on their mother. They tell on their best friend. They're godfathers. There's like, you know, not everybody is a yo, give me my time. It's me.
Let me tell you something though, Crack. I'm gonna tell you something. They didn't just take his word for it. You know what I'm saying? They trust me, nigga. They fucking took the microscope and fucking went digging deep, nigga. They didn't just,
no, for sure. And they knew it wasn't you. What I'm trying to make clear is that you was innocent, that it wasn't you. Right? So now what I'm trying to say is, right? You didn't do it, but it's a little dirt on your face, like a little like.
Nah,
you was on
nigga.
Crack. Yeah, it's like
Crack.
if you drove an
Crack. Let me tell you something. Crack. It's a major L for me, nigga. I'll take that, nigga. You understand? Because yo, my name was on that. Any way you cut it or slice it, my name was on that. I put my fucking name on that. I came up with the idea to do the festival. You understand? That was my brainchild to do this amazing festival. So, you know, for it not to work and not to be what it was supposed to be, I gotta take my fucking lumps for that, and I do. And listen, man, as a man, what you gotta do in this life, you take your motherfucking L's like a champion, nigga. You get up and you play the game again, nigga, and that's what it is. And you understand? And that's what I do.
You have a new platform called Icon.
Yeah.
Now, Icon is this yours?
Yes, Icon is mine.
This is yours.
Yeah, Icon is mine.
Yo, bro.
Icon is mine.
So,
listen, Fire was mine too. I was 50-50 owner with Fire, so it was mine too. Me and Billy were 50-50 partners, and I was 50-50 owner. But he was the CEO of the company, so he made a lot of the decisions without me. You understand what I'm saying? So, but that's what I learned from that experience. I am now the CEO of Icon. There's no decisions that get made without Ja Rule. So I tell everybody that, all my investors, I tell them, I said, listen, I may not be the most seasoned CEO or whatever. I may make some mistakes along the way, but the one thing I'm not gonna do is commit a fucking crime. You understand? And y'all can believe in me and know that I'm gonna be an honest motherfucker to run this company honestly. Am I gonna make mistakes? Yeah, but you know, most new fucking CEOs do. You understand? But that's why you build a great team around you. You get a great team of people, people that are fucking.
Every time I talk to you, Ja,
and yo, we make this shit happen.
Do you sleep talk? Does your wife say you sleep talk?
Nah, I don't sleep talk.
Every time I talk to you, it's Icon. It's Icon, Crack. Yeah. Let me tell you, Icon. I be like, yo, Rule, the football game. You were like, yeah, but if they was watching it on Icon, that football would be in 3D. Explain to everybody, what is Icon?
Icon is an amazing platform, man. You know, first and foremost, I wanted to tackle the booking industry. I wanted to make the booking industry, you know, automated, because it's a, you know, Crack, you know how hard it is sometimes. Like, if I want to book Joe Crack, if I'm, let's say I'm just a rich dude and I want to book Joe Crack to do a party, maybe a bar mitzvah or a birthday party. Now, the reality is people don't even know that Fat Joe or Ja Rule would do these type of events. You understand? Because they don't know what to ask of the entertainer. They think we only do big stages, bright lights, big things. So, but we do these other events if the bag is correct. You understand?
Yes,
You pay my
sir.
fucking fee. I'll come do your bar mitzvah. I'll come do your fucking wedding if you got the bag and it's right. So I wanted to create Icon for those special events, and also Crack, for the other fucking problem that we know about. The fact that by the time a bag might get to us, Crack, it's 30% less than what it should be, because 5 or 10 other people or 2 to 3 other people,
everybody done stepped on it, hit it with a cut.
Exactly. The work stepped on. By the time you get to it, the work diluted. You understand? So I also created it to cut out that situation, the middleman. So now a buyer can go straight to Ja Rule, straight to Fat Joe and his team. You understand? And we don't take nothing from the artist. We take it from the buyer side. So you can still have your management, you can still have your agent and all of that in play. So, you know, it's really a great platform for artists to really take control of their, you know, booking.
And what else you doing? What else you doing on Icon? Because it's an app, and you have your platform, because you're doing a bunch of different things on there.
Yeah. So what happened was, you know, when COVID hit, I pivoted from what I was doing with the booking platform, because obviously there's not going to be shows for a while, you know, not live performances for a while. And so I saw a need for artists to you know, monetize their content, like this right here, the Fat Joe Show. You know, I created a live component for Icon, but on this live component, you're allowed to charge for your lives, or so right here, right now, me and you could be talking, and people could tip us for just doing this, or but not particularly this, but if it was D Nice or whatever doing his DJ thing, you know, his quarantine radio, and people, you know, were looking to tip him, and you know, the DJ start putting up the third party Cash App or PayPal. It's like, you know, that I would love to tip you, but I don't want to go through all of that. But if it was convenient, I would do it. So I created this platform for these things to be convenient for people to be able to tip the artists, to be able to, you know, support their favorite artists. And also, you know, say you want to book an artist for a private live, to maybe say happy birthday to their daughter, or wish the kids fucking good luck, and
what you doing with the shows? You said you're doing some shows. Tell me about the shows you're gonna do on Icon.
So you know, there's a lot going on with Icon. You know, I'm just trying to give people a kind of a rundown of some of the features and some of the things that, you know, you can do, and how artists can monetize through the platform. But I'm also creating on Icon original programming, if you will. You understand? So I was very much inspired by Swiss Beats and Timbaland, you know, doing the verses, you know, battles and shit. That shit is fucking dope. You know, so I created something that I call Vibes, and it's a concert series, and it's really an amazing fucking thing that I want to do. I want to take concerts and make them an interactive experience for the artists. I mean, for the fans. So you got to understand, Crack, what people are doing right now with performances. It kind of looks like we're watching them on TV. You understand? Because we can't be there with them. We can't scream at them. We can't, you know, we can't, you know, interact with them in a way where we feel we're close enough to them. You know, so I created these Vibe concerts to bring that interaction to the fans in a special way, to the you know, to the consumer in a special way. So what it is one, this is the best way to explain it, Crack. One motherfucking iconic artist, one classic album, one live performance. So Joe Crack do fucking Jealous One's Envy from front to back with a live motherfucking band. But here's the caveat. Here's what makes this special. You tell the stories behind the music. So you're telling people actually why you made this record, what you was going through when you made Jealous One's Envy. You understand the background behind those records that people want to hear. And then now you're doing those album cuts that people really love that you never perform when you do shows because you only do the hits. You understand? So this is a special concert. This is a vibe. This is a moment. You understand? And so, you know, I'm gonna do Vinny Veni Vici. I'm gonna do Pain Is Love, and then I'm gonna do I'm gonna do Vinny Veni Vici, Rule 336, and then I'm gonna do Pain Is Love. You know, in this concert.
So if I wanted to, I could do like a Fat Joe B-sides. Just all of my lifestyles, all the underground shit.
That as well. Crack, we can get creative with it. You know what I'm saying? You could do that as well. And I think it's, you know, this was a special concert.
Sign me up for that one. I'm gonna perform.
Crack, I got you. And listen, in Icon, we're paying the artists to do them. You understand? We sharing the bread, and we give it back to
you. Hey, yo, let me tell you something, yo, Rule.
Listen, it's a concert, Crack, so we're gonna charge for the concerts. We're gonna charge a minimal fee, like fucking $10, $15 or whatever, and let the people come in and watch the concerts, man, and really learn something about their favorite artists and their favorite records. It's gonna be really, really dope, yo.
Great idea. You can sign me up.
Yo, let me tell you, Crack. Let me tell you. So I called our brother, both of our brothers, Raekwon.
Raekwon the chef.
And I said, Ray, Chef, if I could get you to do Only Built for Cuban Links in a Vibes concert, motherfucking live band, Ray sitting there doing. And so now let me tell you what happened. Crack. Ray started telling me about why he made incarcerated Scarfaces. Crack, I turned into a fan right then and there, nigga. I was like, yeah, nigga, tell me, I want to hear. But then right then and there is when I knew that this is an idea that will work, and what the people want to hear and see is those stories and how people. How
do we get the Icon app?
So the Icon app will be in the motherfucking Apple store and an Android store really soon. But for fans, listen, y'all, you guys can go to my page and hit the link in my bio, and I have early sign up for Icon, so y'all guys can beta test with me, and you can start testing early with the shit. And I'm telling you, it's so many dope features on Icon, man. They really gonna enjoy.
Brother, I will always support you to the day I die. I told you behind the scenes, me and you, just before COVID, we had a show in Utah. Where was it? Denver, Utah? It was in Utah, right? Utah. It was your birthday. And and I said, and Ludacris was performing, and I'm standing backstage with you, and I look at you. You don't know, but I look at you. I said, God damn it, I'm stuck at the hip with this motherfucker right here, right? So I'm looking at you, I said, man, this shit, the wheels fall off with me and Ja Rule. And I don't know why, if you go Fat Joe Essentials, Ja Rule Essentials, Ashanti's Essentials, it's always us, like we're a group. Like, I don't know how I became a group with Ja and Ashanti. But, yo, listen, man, I'm honored to be your brother. I love you,
my brother.
Support Icon.
Hey, yo, Crack. Yo, here's a good story we never told. And yo, word to mother, you should have motherfucking started it off with this joint. Remember was we in Africa? I think it was in Africa. And we made the remix to fucking Music Soul Child joint.
In Africa in the hotel. Yo, the room with the
floor. In the hotel. Yo, with a wired microphone like this, nigga, like, yes, this nigga.
yes. It's heard from the crew, TS.
Yes, nigga, yes.
Oh, that was crazy. I mean,
that was crazy.
I got so many ill memories with you. I can tell you the craziest shit. Me and you went to Brazil, and Brazil, you're like a god there. They love you in Brazil, right? So
I love Brazil, man. Big shout to everybody in Brazil, man.
No, Brazil loves you. And I remember we go in the fanciest hotel. we got security, and we just sitting there, and the promoter comes and he goes, now listen, you know, you guys, I just want you to know, you're not performing in the beach or nothing like that. You guys got hired by the biggest kingpins of the favelas of Brazil.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there with you, and I'm looking at you, and I'm like, wait. And he says, hey, they just killed 62 cops last weekend in the favela. They went to war with it. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck are we doing?
Man. That was my man. The dude, man, I think his name was Don. That was my man, yo. He looked like Jay-Z. He looked like the Brazilian
like
Jay-Z.
Remember the dude? He made a sign of a gold Desert Eagle. You remember that?
He had the gold Desert Eagle for me. Word to mother, yo.
I tell them all the time. I say, listen, I tell them they heard this story before, right? But I'm going to say it because you was with me. They had a little kid that weighed about 60, 70 pounds with a blunt in one hand and a rocket launcher. The shit to shoot down planes. In the other one talking about, yo, God, no, give me a light. Give me a light. I was like, yo, my man, you talking about your asshole being tight? Bro, I was like, oh, shit. I don't know if you saw, right? So basically, everybody had a gun. Everybody had a gun. Everybody was walking with a gun in their back. So I go, so not us, over there, the people there. So I don't know if you saw this when we were leaving, because you got to walk up the favela, and then you got to walk out. It's like a one way in, one way out. If you from Puerto Rico, it's like La Pela. And as we walking out, you see whoever was security or whoever had, they were piling up guns on a car. Like, you know, like giving back the gun for the night. Like if they were, like somebody just gave out guns to the crew. Yo, if the other crew come, be strapped. But at the end of the show, give me my guns back. You know what I'm saying? So they was piling guns up on the car. I was like, yo, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yo, it was the craziest night, yo. That shit was crazy.
Yo, my brother, I love you. Icon. Soon as it's ready, I'm there.
Icon, man. Like I said, they can go to my page, hit the motherfucking link in my bio, sign up early for beta testing, man. And let me tell you something. It's got a lot of capabilities, man. Fans, y'all can fucking do y'all thing on there. Creatives, y'all can come on there and create a lot of dope content and get paid for it. It's fucking, it's a really good platform, man. We're gonna have some fun over there. And you see this crack? We can have up to 5 people on the screen on my live. So we could have had people chiming in with us, like Nori and fucking Ashanti, and you know, just had a big party on this shit.
Yo, tell Ashanti happy birthday to my sis. She's out there.
Yes.
Willa.
Happy birthday, Bonnie. Word to mother. I wish I could have been there with you, man. Happy birthday, sis.
Yeah, man. She doing it B.I.G. out there, man.
Yeah, having a good time. Listen, man, it's the big 4-0, man. You got to do it up big on your 40th, man.
Yo, my brother, you stay up. One love, my brother. Bye-bye, yo, Jock.
I see you, my brother.
You don't know who I know. You don't know who I know.